So I have some downtime between a chess tournament I'm playing this weekend. I know I don't getting into chess lately. I don't know what's going on. Um, and I know I haven't made a video in a while, and that's for a couple of reasons. But I figured I'd throw one up there. Just my thoughts on like everything happening, some random stuff. Why maybe I've taken a step back for a little bit. Spoiler alert, just sanity, mental health, just I'm absolutely exhausted paying attention to this market. It has been an absolute grind for everyone, I think. You know, I don't think you can pay attention to this space and not realize that everybody's pretty much upset with just how the cycle seems to be playing out. A lot of expectation that an altcoin cycle would have come by now, and it just seems that Bitcoin dominance is crushing everything. And there's just still a lot of FUD flying around, and we don't know where the top is. Is it a left translated cycle, a right translated cycle? What's going on? Politics, macro. It's just a lot to keep track of, and everything seems like it's happening at like 1,000x speed. Um, and I guess that's just how markets always act, but there's just a lot going on. Um, So, my general thought is I think we're still going to experience a bull market. Like I'm still fairly confident that the market is going to continue to do well in a bull market coming up till maybe end of, 2025 or so. Um, Short of some black swan events or something like that. Looks like maybe World War III is coming off the table. Maybe that'll help some things. But it's been weird because we're in the perfect environment for crypto right now. And it just seems like no matter what kind of good news is coming out, I mean, like a wet dream for crypto. And it just doesn't seem to be pumping the markets as much as you would feel like it should, even in a bull market, bear market. I mean, it should be having like some really outsized impacts, and it's just not, for whatever reason. So my I guess my concern would be that maybe that's kind of a signal that the, there's a exhaustion happening that um you know maybe that is a top signal. I don't know. um it seems like in a bear market there's no amount of good news that will help the price stop bleeding, and in a bull market there's no amount of bad news that will make the market stop pumping. And we don't seem to have that. We definitely have a market that's very reactive to bad news and not so reactive to good news. So, just my thoughts on that. Maybe I've been a little overexposed to altcoins. It's no secret I'm really heavily exposed to Crow, and that has not been performing. People are very upset with the price action. And I think they're being a little bit unfair because altcoins in general are no altcoin is happy right now. Like, so nothing. There's just so much happening that I can't even get into, with the Solana meme coin rugs, the hack that just happened on a centralized exchange for like record-setting numbers. I mean, my head is spinning, honestly. But yeah, I'm pretty heavily exposed to Crow right now, and it's underperforming just like everything else, and people are getting exhausted. My one hope, if I had to say what like my bull case thesis still is, my most realistic bull case scenario is that there's a lot of talk about, because meme coins have been such poison lately, that there's going to be this return to utility. Maybe real world assets are going real strong right now. That narrative's playing out. I guess my thought is that if Crow can prove to be a true utility coin rather than just a reward token, um, then there might be some positive narrative going on there and some positive price action that follows. Um, you know, it realistically, it's a blend of both. It's an exchange token, it's a reward token, it's a utility token. It's all of the above. The reward part of it is that people there's going to be sell pressure. People get rewarded in Crow, and they're likely to sell. Um, you know, even if a lot of people hold it, I hold my rewards. I'm not ready to sell yet. Uh, but even if people hold it, there's still going to be some given percentage that do sell it. So that's always added sell pressure. Um, so yeah, as a reward token, there's going to be sell pressure. As a utility token, maybe there's buy pressure because, you want to buy and hold a certain amount of it for the perks, which are nice. So, the hope is maybe that offsets it more, more than enough positively. Maybe there's enough users on the platform that do buy and hold it and use it. And then it does have utility. And they're growing their customer base. They're growing, their reach. They're doing everything right that it seems like. They're killing their roadmap. There's some surprise around the corner that the CEO keeps hinting that he says is huge. So, I think the timing has to be done well on that because good news doesn't seem to be all that great still. So he could drop a real bombshell and it just disappear into the void because we're not in the right environment for it. Um, and I feel like maybe that's why they're holding off on announcing any sort of burn stuff because the community is just foaming at the mouth for these burns. And honestly, there's a back and forth. Is a burn good? Is a burn bad? I'm of the camp that, um, price is everything, and a burn would definitely appreciate the price, and that's going to draw people. I mean, it's just how it is. Its price is everything, and a well-timed good burn that could be powerful. Um, Whether or not you want to spend more money on marketing or something. I mean, it's its own marketing. Price is its own marketing. You don't have to market. You don't have to have any spokesperson. You don't have to have Eminem or Matt Damon. Who does that exchange that just did their burn that pumped like crazy lately? I'm confusing all the B's and the one that just got hacked, but there was one exchange that just did a burn and they're having an incredible pump, and it's like, who is their spokesperson? Nobody. They don't have a spokesperson. They didn't spend any money for a spokesperson, but everybody knows about them because their price is going crazy. B&B, it's really frustrating to see, what what a lot of people feel like is our closest competitor, um, or most alike in the space, and it's not a competitor because it's killing us. We are not competition for B&B. It is just crushing us. It's setting all-time highs while everything else is suffering, us included, but it's just like been so resilient, and it hurts to see B&B doing so well when we're doing not well, and it's like we feel like obviously, well, our CEO isn't a criminal, like, or our platform has regulatory approval, and we never did anything wrong, and um, it feels like we should have better price action than we do, but uh, it might just be a long play that um, it's like defying gravity. Like eventually the market has to meet reality and these things have to match. And we might be oversold right now or underappreciated, but eventually we're going to get there. I think it's just that eventually part is really, really hard. That wait is really, really hard because people start getting less certain. Um, at some point, if you are just sticking your head in the sand and you're just bullish for no reason, uh, you have to start questioning, what your real investment thesis is. And I try to do that without bias. And I don't see anything really screaming at me that like any red flags or danger signals about maybe the longevity of crypto.com, um, other than just like the community is relatively unhappy, but that's everywhere right now. So those are just my thoughts. I, yeah, I might make another video coming up here soon if I have time between these things. And I haven't done a car video, so everyone likes seems to like doing car videos because it's like I don't know, this is my car video. No, but yeah, like, subscribe to the channel. Trying to build a channel still. It's just really hard grinding this bull market that feels like a bear market. There's absolutely no retail interest, which is a good thing because if price starts going and retail interest picks up, then it's gonna just rocket everything again. Still, it's just there's so many variables, especially like the bigger macro picture. Um, it's just there's so many things that can take the market any direction it wants to, and it's hard to get excited because things can change so fast and unpredictably. So, but yeah, like, subscribe to the channel, and Sims the apples.